Hello and welcome everyone to day 7 of the 22-day Spring Psychic Cleanse. Today's topic is all about making good choices. And what I mean when I say good choices, I'm talking about choices that are aligned with your spirit, aligned with who you really are. So we're already on day 7 of our 22-day Psychic Cleanse. I mean, time's really flying by. Especially when we're diving into self-discovery and spiritual alignment. So today, let's cozy up and explore the profound wisdom of the Lover's card in the tarot deck and how it beautifully intertwines with the choices we make and the temptations that we also face, right? So you can follow along with me on my website and see the visuals here at charlenemurphy.com/day 7, making good choices. You'll see it on the home page because I think looking at these tarot cards is very insightful. You gather a lot of different information every time you look at them. They really speak to your soul. But for today's purpose, we're going to look at how this goes hand in hand with our psychic cleanse, which is about making good choices. So look at the captivating imagery of the two figures standing beneath the radiant archangel Raphael, who is the healer archangel. He symbolizes harmony, unity, and alignment of values. Now, it's a reminder that every choice we make has the power to either bring us closer to our true selves or lead us astray from our authentic path. And the nice thing about this knowing, though, is that no matter how far off track we can get, it usually ends up leading us to where we want to be anyway. So this isn't about fear and being off track. This is about getting back on track faster and easier, right? So that we don't waste our time with stuff. But even when we're on the wrong track, and I use air quotes, there's still a lot of gifts in those situations that we face that teach us and kind of lead us back to what it is that we really want. You know, it just brings us back to front and center by the contrast a lot of times from the pain and the situation that we don't want. So we don't get nervous when we're off track. We notice it, we can feel it, and then we can get back on track. So let's talk about the problem with making choices that are aligned with us, right? It sounds easy enough, but when we really talk about the culture that we live in, it's easy to see, oh yeah, there are challenges. We have irresistible allure of short-term gains. We have the never-ending dopamine hits, and we all have pleasure-seeking behavior because, you know, let's face it, we're avoiding pain and seeking pleasure. It's the way we're wired. And in a world fueled by instant gratification, it's just way too easy to succumb to these temptations, right? So whether it's the thrill of indulging in a guilty pleasure or the allure of a quick fix, our moral compass can often feel clouded by the haze of momentary satisfaction. And that's when we get off track. And if left unchecked, our behaviors can lead us down a path of disconnection from our authentic selves and those around us. And we also risk sacrificing long-term fulfillment and meaningful relationships for fleeting moments of gratification. And we've all been there, you know, they're fun in the moment, but they're not sustainable. And our moral compass may become increasingly obscured, making it challenging to navigate life with integrity and purpose. And that sucks. In the long run, we might find ourselves trapped in a cycle of chasing temporary highs that ultimately lead to dissatisfaction, regret, and a sense of emptiness. Wah, wah. And that's no fun. But Fear not, because just like the lovers in the tarot deck, we too are equipped with the wisdom and the clarity to discern between what serves our highest good and what merely satisfies our fleeting desires. And it's all about turning or tuning into that inner voice and listening to that gut feeling that whispers when something is right for you, even when the allure of instant gratification is pulling on your hair. So Paramahansa Yogananda reminded us a long time ago that your life is the sum result of all the choices you make, both consciously and unconsciously. If you can control the process of choosing, you can take control of all aspects of your life. You can find the freedom that comes from being in charge of yourself. Words of wisdom. So, how do we stay true to our authentic selves amidst the chaos of temptation? Well, it starts with a deep understanding of our values, our beliefs, and what truly matters to each of us at our core. And by anchoring ourselves in these guiding principles, we cultivate the strength and the resilience to make choices that align with our moral compass, even when the path may seem daunting. Think of it as a dance between our desires and our higher selves, a delicate balance of listening to the whispers of our heart while staying grounded in our truth. And just like the lovers, we have the power to choose love over fear, unity over division, and authenticity over conformity. And here's where vulnerability and honest communication come into play. So being naked and honest with ourselves and those we hold dear creates a sacred space for authentic connection and growth. It's about stripping away the layers of pretense and allowing ourselves to be seen, flaws and all. And when we embrace vulnerability and open up to honest communication, we deepen our connections and cultivate trust, paving the way for more meaningful relationships and choices aligned with our true selves. So as we journey through day 7 of our psychic cleanse, let's embrace the wisdom of the lovers and remember that every choice we make is an opportunity to align with our authentic selves. Let's choose love, let's choose unity, and let's choose to walk our path with courage and conviction. After all, the greatest adventure of all is the journey back to ourselves. So for today's cleansing exercise, and this is something that you can do anytime throughout the day, or maybe even tomorrow, because you might have already taken your shower, but this cleansing exercise is a literal one. So the next time you take a shower, I want you to imagine that you're literally washing away any regrets, guilt, or shame that you may have about making a choice in the past that wasn't in your best interest or that didn't align with you. There's no point in beating ourselves up about it. It's over, it's done with. So let's forgive it. Let's let it go down the drain. And remember, once again, that all choices ultimately lead you to where you really want to be, even the poor ones, right? So there's your cleansing exercise, very literal. And then your journal prompt for today is to reflect on a recent choice you made that aligned with your moral compass and authentic self. A good choice that you made that was like, yes, this is for me. How did you feel before, during, and after you made this choice? And did you feel any temptations or distractions along the way? How did you navigate them? So finally, what lessons can you carry forward from this experience to help you make more aligned choices in the future? Now, this journal prompt can apply to some big situations or small ones. And I'm thinking of kind of small ones at this point where, every day we're faced with making choices. We can make healthy choices for ourselves. And a lot of times we follow through and sometimes we just don't. But there's always some chatter going on inside regardless how big or small the situation is. And I'm thinking, like, for instance, I'm in the grocery store and I'm looking for something to eat because I'm hungry. Well, I know that I should opt for something healthy, but darn, those chips look really, really good. But they aren't aligned with my health goals, with my desire to fuel my body well, and all of this other stuff and the things that I tell myself. So yes, it's a tiny little choice, but there's still this back and forth that goes on, right? And so that's what I want you to tap into today. What is that back and forth going on with you, right? How do you navigate those going back and forths? Who finally wins? It's probably going to be maybe a 60-40 win-lose draw kind of situation. But I think just having an awareness of how you make those choices is valuable. And so that's why we have our journal prompt for today. So just to really take note of how you make those choices and the internal dialogue that comes up for you. All right, so our next activity is our creative meditation. And so sometime today, when you're in a quiet place, just take a moment to reflect on the choice you wrote about in your journal. What was that situation, where you made a good choice for yourself and you felt proud? So with your eyes turned, tune into your body as you recall the experience. Notice any feelings or sensations that arise within you. Do you get a flutter of excitement, the pang of doubt, or the calm of certainty of knowing what feels right? Where in your body do you feel the truth of your authentic self? Can you pinpoint it? Like, what is happening inside your body when you make those choices that feel good? So when we have that awareness, we'll be seeking that. We'll want that feeling. We'll want to capture that feeling again and again. So everything is awareness. So this is a kind of a quick and an easy creative meditation for you to do. And it's to get into your body. So feel the sensation of where in your body that lights up or indicates some sort of signal to you that you just made a good choice. What does that feel like for you? Okay, so our affirmation today is, I trust in my inner wisdom to guide me towards choices that align with my authentic self and values. Once again, I trust in my inner wisdom to guide me towards choices that align with my authentic self and values. All right, guys, so that's it for today. Food for thought. Enjoy your day as you go around all day long making choices that align with your higher self, aka making good choices, right? Let's keep it simple. All right, well, until tomorrow, take good care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.